aren't I cute and adorable and all pixelated? And oh, hey, look, we made it.
You are cute and adorable.
And you watching will never know how.
Well, you see, it involved me punching out the sun repeatedly, because the sun offends me.
There's this element called Cutonium.
There was a badger.
And a mushroom.
And of course, a snake.
Man, I could go for a taco right about now.
I know, right?
I got a peanut butter M&M's cookie.
I got peanut M&M's just sitting over here, but I haven't broken them in yet.
The only thing resembling a food item I have up here is...
Chuck the plant?
I've got a giant bottle of sparkling cider and these god-awful Nordy cracker things.
I brought sparkling cider.
I've got trail mix.
My science teacher in high school had trail mix. It was his special. It was his special blend. There was nothing special, but he had a special name for it. Would you like some of my crap?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry. Would I like what? My crap, candy, raisins, and peanuts. That was the science teacher who, like, every time he went to the Smithsonian, he brought a bigger and bigger knife with him to see how long it would take him to get stopped by security.
What? But why didn't you just call it CRP? Because it sounds too similar to CPR.
He was also the one who was in charge of us when we were doing the Envirothon. What's the Envirothon? Don't ask.
What's a legal Lion King? Don't ask. Even though I've already talked about it.
Wow, Mr. Morris, we made it to states in the Envirothon. What happens if we make it to nationals? One way or another, you ain't making it to nationals. I'm like, thank you. Because I had other shit to do that summer. Wouldn't it be cool if we made it to nationals? That ain't happening.
I was almost expecting one way or another you're gonna die one day.
He actually had a secret gold panning spot near my house, and the only way I found this out was, like, he was giving me a lift home after Envirothon practice or something, like, me and a couple of the other Envirothon guys, and, like, it's coming up to my house, and he's like, oh, hey, I panned for gold near here, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you do what? Why didn't anyone tell me this was a fucking option?
Your story about the Envirothon reminds me of math counts. Which, I'm pretty sure math counts is still a thing. Reasonably sure. It's national. And when I did it, it was restricted to 7th and 8th graders, basically. Basically, your school sends whoever the hell they want to this thing. Up to 4 people, but it's, you know, your school just selects a team, and the team goes in to compete in a bunch of math-related contests. Mostly just filling out tests type things.
I hate it already.
And see, the top 10 teams get to go on from, you know, your school sends them to regional. The top 10 teams get to go on to state. And then the top 10 teams from there get to go on to national. That type of thing.
Yeah, that's how Envirothon kind of worked. Substitute math problems with questions about the environment and presentation about the environment, and you'd be on the right track. And it's like district, regional, states, national.
Yeah.
The year that we made it to states when I was on the team, we should not have made it we should not have made it to regionals. Basically what happened was at districts, all the other teams got disqualified on technicalities. So it's like, oh boy, we're going to regionals. When we got to regionals, the top 2 teams plus the FFA team get to make it to states. Well, we got 3rd, but FFA got 1st, so they're like, yeah, you get to go to states. So we got to go to states on a technicality. And since Mr. Morris was in charge of filling out all the paperwork for this to get us out of school and shit, he's just like, God damn it, I had to fill out more shit to get you guys to do this. Why couldn't you have fucked up harder? When we got to states, which involved us getting like 2 days off of school because we were in Front Royal, Virginia, Port Royal, Virginia. I can never remember which one. But when we got to states, we came in 10th out of 20. Of all the teams that were there, we were the mediocre, and I was proud of this.
You were right in the middle.
Yeah, I was like, yes!
We were okay!
We're world's most okayest Envirothon team! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
We're the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah!
So, my story about math counts. I was not known as the smart kid in school. Don't get me wrong, I had decent grades and all that, but I was not known as the smart kid. I was not the nerd.
That was my job in school, because I went to supervillain high school. And even by their standards, I was generally the smart one.
No, the nerd was a kid by the name of Joe. I'm not saying his last name because privacy is a thing, but his first name was Joe. I haven't talked to him since I left that school before my junior year of high school, because I was not friends with him. But everybody knew that if somebody from our school was going to be decent at, like math and all that, it would be him because he was the smart one. Well, we go to math counts, and our team, out of, I want to say there were 30 schools that sent teams to this. Our team as a whole finished 18th. So I went, I guess I can just take it easy for the rest of the day, because they had a few other things to go on, because the top 10 teams would then have to do a thing. But more importantly, for pomp and circumstance, the top 10 individuals were going to have to compete to see who was the best one out of everybody. So me, being me, I just kind of went, good luck, Joe, if you get up there. You want to take a guess what happened?
Were you in the top 10?
I was 8th. I was 8th.
God damn it, I'm too smart.
Nobody else on our team placed in the top 50.
Oops.
But I was 8th, so me, being an 8th grader like I was, had to go up on stage and compete one-on-one against somebody in kind of like an academic team type thing, and I just froze right the hell up.
That's a lot of pressure.
I could not remember to hit my buzzer when I knew the answers type thing.
Yeah.
I did beat number 9, but I lost to number 7, basically.
See, I remember for like one of our high school award ceremonies, it was my junior year, they were giving out all these random ass bullshit awards that aren't actually awards, but that was the year that I was taking BC Calculus, and I already knew that I had gotten a 5 on the practice BC Calc test, Anyway, we're being called up for all these awards, and my math teacher is giving out this award for math, and he's like, and so for this award, for math, I call up Jared! Like, I'm going up like, oh, I'm getting an award in math, that's weird. It's like, not only did he get a 5 on the practice AP Calc test, and not only did he score the highest out of anybody in the school who took the practice AP Calc test, wait, what? He scored the highest of anybody I've given this practice AP Calc test to ever! Wait, what? That's deeply concerning, sir, because I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. And like everyone's like, oh, bullshit, you knew you did that. I'm like, no, I genuinely didn't. This is not false modesty, this is genuine confusion.
Yeah, that sounds like me. It's like, wait, what? Why am I going? Why? How did I get 8th and none of you have? Nobody else placed? Really? Just me? Okay.
You're telling me Cizik and Gaiman didn't beat me? Really? Are you sure? Are you positive?
In my school's performing arts program, I was nominated most likely to find creative solutions to the world's problems, and now I'm ashamed that I was ever proud of that.
Oh, there's one more thing about the whole math count story. Something nobody that prepped us for this was even aware of. That they sent the top 10 schools to state after that.
Mm-hmm.
But what they didn't tell you is they made a all-star team filled up with kids whose teams were not good enough to go, but they should be allowed a chance. Out of the top 4 members of the top 10 whose teams did not also make it to state.
Okay.
I was one of those. And it didn't even have to be limited to the top 10. It was just the top 4 places whose teams did not make state, they gave a spot to. So I ended up on a team filled with people from I've never met before, from all corners of the state. And what astonished me the most was the first thing I had to do was meet their coaches. Which, in my mind, and everybody else on our team was like, what do you mean, coach? Other schools took this much more seriously than our school did, apparently. Our idea of being coached was to take home a bunch of practice paperwork. That was it.
That was our coaching for the Envirothon, basically.
So, but yeah, eventually I, about a month and a half, 2 months later, my parents and I had to go check into a hotel in Oklahoma City because they were actually hosting the math counts competition there. And I finally got to meet the rest of my teammates that, I finally actually got to talk to them. Where it was me and 3 girls. And I had absolutely nothing in common with these 3 whatsoever.
Lovely.
Two of them had actually gone to the same school, which surprised the hell out of me that their team wasn't there if you had 2 members in the top 10.
Yeah.
But apparently their other 2 members were literally in the bottom 5, which destroyed their average. But it's like, oh, and they were snotty as hell because I had placed below them.
Mm-hmm.
And so there, and I didn't have a coach. So their coach is like, well, what you need to do is go see a movie or something. We're, the four of us are going to go out and see a movie. Just pick one and you go see it. So I went to go see The Burbs. The others went to go see some romance comedy. Because I was an 8th grade boy.
Yep. I will say, in high school, one of my English teachers had specific, he had specific assignments, and he's like, I'm gonna make Jared present this in front of the class. Not because he thought I would do it well, just because this is going to be the most entertaining. We're gonna have a class debate. Jared, I need you to argue this thing. Because, frankly, no one else is going to be able to argue it nearly as entertainingly as you can. Or, Jared, I need you to make sound effects in front of the class. Or, Jared, I need you to be Malvolio because you were born to play the part. And I'm like, I don't know whether to be insulted by that or not. I need Arcane Griffin in here real quick. She's the Shakespeare nerd. Should I be insulted?
I have no idea.
See, I've been through 12th Night. I enjoy the character of Malvolio, but it's like... I feel like I should be a little insulted. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. I may just tag her in Discord to ask her that.
Where exactly is it trying to get you to go here?
That's the question. Because I went up here earlier after many attempts at getting on these sandbags, and it doesn't look like
this section seems
there.
awful. What the
Yeah?
Did we just go to the Phantom Zone?
Maybe? It seems like it's pointing me up this direction, but... otherwise, I don't really know where to go. I'm assuming I'm supposed to climb up this thing, but... one, for some reason, it's a pain in the butt to actually land on these sandbags. And two, when I was up there, all I saw were just more gems. See, I'm up here. I don't see where to go.
Oh, I think you need to, yeah.
Ah! Oh, thank God.
Oh, God. Okay, where to go from here? And then climb up. Okay.
Aha, there's the, there we go.
Hey! How are we on time?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Oh my God. You get one wish.
Come to
I wish the
Mama.
Dutchman was a vegetarian.
We've been turned into fruit?
Fruit prevents scurvy. I get a wish too.
I cleared the windmill.
You can forget.
So we did that
Oh, yeah.
to give a goat a dandelion spore.
Oh God,
Yeah.
the goat's gonna play dandelion.
Oh, no.
Oh no, indeed, but we'll have to worry about that in the next episode.
Woo.
So until next time, goat.
Goat.
Go.